Cairo essay.
Awesome! This morning, as always, Locker Room 981 presents the detailed breakdown of stories, interesting stuff that's happening in the sporting world. You're watching all the matches. Tega digests it for you, and she sees the ones that you don't have time to catch up on. Tega Onojaife, Tega Supreme, Tega the Fighter, Tega the
Tiger.
Tiger. Tega, how are you?
I'm fine, thank you. Good morning, everybody.
Good to have you in.
I don't like when you say I'm fighting.
No, I said Tega the Fighter.
No, I don't fight.
In a good fight.
I'm
Yeah,
a,
fight for the women
I
in
am a,
sports.
I'm royalty. So things come to me.
Aha.
Your Royal Highness. Tiger. Or the way a lot of worry position is taken. Which one will you take?
No, even a lot of worry position is small now. It's only for Ishokimi
Wow,
people.
pride,
I'm
pride,
Urobo.
pride.
Okay, so where? Tell me. What's
No, I'm just an African princess.
Okay.
Just call me that.
Okay, I can print it.
Okay, good morning, everybody. So today's show is going to be live. Look, from the start, we want these phone calls. People must call me. If you don't call me, this relationship is over. But you must call us. So we have a lot to talk about, from Cristiano Ronaldo's agent hopping around Europe trying to sell Okrika to the UEFA Champions League draws, to Mbappe going to Real Madrid. All of that on the show today. So make sure you're tuned in and get ready, like I said, to
That's
call
fine.
me.
And by tuned in, I hope you're also watching us on YouTube, youtube.com. Search for Smooth 981 FM Lagos. Tiga is giving you a very special welcome. And then you can WhatsApp us on 0809
09 0981.
And then when it is time, save this number so you can call us 01 44 89981.
Yes, please. This morning we have interesting stories to share with you. The first one here, Tijani Latifat became the first athlete to pick Nigeria's medal in Tokyo 2020. She put up a scintillating performance after her first lift of 105 kilograms was disallowed. The Ogun State-born athlete came back strong with burning enthusiasm to write her name in gold with her second attempt of 105 kilogram and her third attempt 107 kilogram, but she did that in a style with 117 kilograms in her fourth attempt, getting close to world record of 118 kg to
Yeah.
leave the first medal for Team Nigeria in Tokyo.
You see these things with athletes sometimes when it happens, whether it's with weights or with high jumps or long jumps, they know what they can do, but sometimes they struggle at the barest minimum. And so 105 kg, her first lift was disqualified. 107, she had to get to her third lift to get through to the next round. Then she goes and lifts 117 at once
I'm telling you.
without stress. It happens sometimes. You see them, they can't jump the lower ones. Then when you get into the high ones, it's one time that they get over it.
That's
So
not the idea.
sometimes athletes struggle like that, and sometimes it's just that hurdle that they need to get over. And so she got over that hurdle. So fantastic for her. We won. We have our first gold. We're waiting for more gold medals.
Yeah.
We know that they are coming. Like I said, this one, I'm confident. I'm not praying. I'm not calculating. I'm not hopeful. I know they're coming. And so Latifa has gotten us the first one. We wait for the rest from the likes of Lucy AJK, like I said, and for Lashade. Those ones I'm waiting for their own.
We're just waiting. Thank God. The Tigers begin AfroBasket 2021 campaign with 81 to 73 win over Mali. Nigeria's The Tigers began its AfroBasket 2021 with an 81-73 win loss over Mali on Wednesday at the Kigali Arena in Rwanda. Coach Michael Brown, speaking after the game, appreciated the depth of Nigeria's basketball team as the Kigali contingent consists majorly of players who were not in the Tokyo 2020 squad. He said, "This is the first time our guys have had contact because when we started training camp, we had just 8 guys, so we couldn't play 5-on-5, Brown said. The Tigers will play next with Kenya on Friday. That's today in Group C. That also has Cote d'Ivoire.
Yeah, so really huge one for the Tigers. Like I said, it's a new team, not the guys you saw in Tokyo, not the guys that really know each other. So he kind of put this team together. But it just says a lot about the depth of talent we have in Nigeria. That we can sweep out one team, bring in another team, and still be winning. What we need to do is to harness, and that's always been the problem with Nigeria. The talent is there, just harness it, nurture it, and we could have been world champs in any sport we're talking about. But this was a good one for the guys in Kigali getting their first win. Today, though, the first Kenya. And Kenya is really important to me again because this is the team that is coached by the only female coach to coach the men's national team at the FIBA games, and so I have mixed sentiments with this one. But I told her, I had said to her, I wish you every success until you meet Nigeria. So she already expects that my support is going to be held back just a little bit. We continue ladies in sports after this today's game.
You said this to her at the last conference.
Yeah,
Ladies
I
in
said
sports
it. Yeah,
conference.
she was a
One of
speaker
the
at the
most,
last
yeah.
conference, at the 2021 conference. In fact, this week has been amazing. So we had one of our speakers. She was the one at the ladies in sports conference. Then we also have the referee from South Africa that came to the ladies in sports conference to speak. She's also been chosen to be one of the candidates for refereeing FIFA, FIFA Women's World Cup in 2023. So, if you want to succeed in your career, come for the ladies in
Come
sports
and
conference.
speak or
Just
attend.
come.
Honestly speaking, she's not even
I'm not even playing.
she's not even trying to brag at all.
Just come one after the other. We're just having congratulatory messages go through all those women that came to ladies sports conference. But yes, like I told her, I will support her until today. So today my support is on pause.
Yep.
We support the Tigers, and after this we continue with her. But the game is on today at it's 3 o'clock GMT. So I know Nigeria is
Plus
At
one.
the, no, at the,
That's 4
okay.
p.m.
and that's about
4
4
p.m.
p.m.
Nigerian time.
So you know what? Just check at between 3 and 4 o'clock. It's not on the popular cable network, you know. Yeah, it's on the other one.
If you want to find out which, just contact her.
You know what to do.
Exactly.
Hit me up, I tell you.
Lewis Hamilton says Mercedes will make a step forward in the second half of the Formula One season. Hamilton leads Red Bull's Max Verstappen by 8 points heading into this weekend's Belgian Grand Prix as Formula One returns after a 3-week break. Hamilton said, quote, "We have definitely upped our game. We have also, during the break, taken time to reflect. I have no doubts we will take another step forward in our processes and how we apply ourselves," end quote.
Yes, so the season has restarted this weekend. We are all going to Belgium to see what can happen. Beauty about this track is long, overtakes are allowed. So I can't wait to see what will happen. But for Red Bull and Mercedes, I'm waiting for that battle because I think both teams are ready. One with revenge, the other one to defend their position. So it's important to see who starts us first. Practice session starts today, so wait to see how the cars react. Because you can do what you want in the factory, you can make all the adjustments, all the improvements, all the development. Once the car hits the track is when you know what the real performance of the car is. And this weekend is also going to be tricky. There's some new changes made to some parts of the circuit that some drivers are not very comfortable with. I think they completely took off a corner, so you come through what was supposed to be a corner and you're going downhill, and they're talking that it's about rain. So the drivers were saying in that car, the downforce of the car still works. So the car is on the ground, but the drivers will lift almost like there's no gravity.
Oh my goodness, I love that part of the race.
Yeah, that's because you're not driving.
That's exactly why I love it. I mean, it's nice to see.
So,
I don't know what
exactly. So the experience. So there's going to be a heavy tug on the seat belt on one hand. So there's a lot of work that their body is going to be needing to be involved in. I remember Esteban Ocon saying that other drivers, after the vacation, they're working on how to lose weight. He was working on how to keep up his weight.
So that he can bring the car
because
down faster.
he's always just Esteban Ocon is not I mean he's a slim guy, but he's more likely to be underweight most of the time than the right weight when everybody else is going vegan so that they can, so it's a tricky one. So because of all those changes and of course the weather conditions, everybody feels like they can go through it and they will win, but at the end of the day it just makes for more entertainment for us.
But will the cars be rigged to handle that rugged nature situation?
You just said rigged. No.
Okay.
No.
So that's the answer there. That's the
answer. So we wait to find out how it will turn out. I mean, Hungary was interesting because a lot of things happened at the beginning of the race. There was a crash, and that's why Esteban Ocon was able to win. Sebastian Vettel came second, even if that position was taken from him. But I mean, you need all these X factors to make it a little more interesting in Formula One, and so that's great for us. So I can't wait to see what happens this weekend.
To make it interesting. So PSG to play Man City in UCL group stage. Paris Saint-Germain and Manchester City, two of the leading candidates to win the Champions League, will face each other in the group stage of this season's competition after coming out together in Thursday's draw. According to PSG's coach Mauricio Pochettino, it is special. Manchester City are one of the best teams in Europe and have been fighting to win the Champions League for 10 years. The challenge is to try to finish first in the group. The clubs are in Group A along with RB Leipzig and Belgian champions Club Brugge.
Yes, and Manchester City also defeated PSG in the semi-finals last season. So revenge mission on. The thing is, here's what's going to be interesting about this fixture. If the news about Cristiano Ronaldo moving to Manchester City really does happen, it will be Cristiano Ronaldo versus Messi.
Ah,
Wow.
Another selling point. UEFA will just hammer. That's it.
Wow.
Now that they're even allowing fans in the stadium,
oh, wow.
UEFA will just hammer. That's it. They've made their money. They don't need to cover any other match. But
For real, though.
if that happens, that works. But on the flip side, also, Kylian Mbappe, we've heard agreements have been reached with Real Madrid that sometime before the transfer deadline closes, that there'd be an announcement from Real Madrid and Kylian Mbappe will be moving. Who will replace him? We are yet to find out. I shall know somebody that is very happy. Icardi is very happy.
Yes.
That Mbappe is gone, so at least he will get some minutes on
Yeah.
his team. So that would have really been a good set. Regardless, it's still a good fixture to have. However, if that transfer of Cristiano Ronaldo goes through with Manchester City, then it becomes a better fixture, regardless of how good it sounds now. So really good one there. But the most intriguing group for me though is the Group B, where Atletico Madrid, Liverpool, FC Porto, and AC Milan were drawn in the same group.
Wow.
People are calling it group of death. I don't think so. I just call it a tricky group because FC Porto sometimes can disappoint. They can disappoint as much as they can surprise, which is why they are they're a gamble. In Group C has Borussia Dortmund, Sporting CP, Ajax and Besiktas. Nothing really dramatic there. Barcelona again, unfortunately, have drawn Bayern Munich. The good news for them is that Bayern Munich are not in the best of form. Even if they did defeat a team on Wednesday by 11 goals,
What?
12 goals to nil, sorry,
What was the
in the
plan?
German Cup.
There's a number of goals that you score. You just
You
Yeah,
no longer a team.
yeah,
Yeah.
so
Plug in.
so Bayern Munich, Barcelona, Benfica, Dynamo Kiev are in one group. Lille, Sevilla, Salzburg, and Wolfsburg. I don't know what that group is. If that's the Europa League, but I don't know. It's just not the right. It just doesn't sound right. Villarreal, Manchester United, Atalanta, and Young Boys. That's another tricky group because of Villarreal and Atalanta, but hey, who knows what can happen. In Group H is Chelsea, Juventus, then Zenit St. Petersburg, and Malmo. I don't think I've missed any group. I think I've pretty much covered every group. So that's the conversation. Oh, sorry, I missed Group D. Group D with Inter Milan, Real Madrid, Shakhtar Donetsk, and Sheriff Tiraspol. So those are the groups that we have. So I want to take your calls. On the UEFA Champions League. So the numbers that Valentine is going to give you now.
0144899981.
Those are the numbers to call. Let's talk about the Champions League draws. What is going to really happen, especially in Group B. But you can pick the group of your team to discuss. If you're a Chelsea fan, you should be excited. You'll be group winners from where I sit. If you're a Manchester United fan, well, because of your history, we don't know whether you go to Young Boys and lose and then come back and beat them in Manchester United or vice versa. But there's Atalanta and Villarreal to deal with. I mean, so let's see how it turns out. But whatever it is, call those numbers.
0144899981. Call us after this break.
Yes.
And looking like wow.
So I think this is what we should do. Just put like a sign outside that says silence. Today's live.
See, I see our sign there. My family, you sit up.
I you know that first time I've heard you actually scold somebody.
No, it's not nice. No,
I know it's not even a good scolding. I'm just saying that if I were your child, you would have lost me at the door.
No, it's not because I'm telling you, you are sleeping. What have you done this morning? Eh? What? Life at what? 19? Life is doing you.
He came here as early as at 6 o'clock at 19.
Uh,
It's a lot of work,
yeah,
baby.
yeah, you have to qualify that. I agree
It's
with
a
you.
lot of work.
It's a lot. Our millennials,
What was I doing at 19?
19.
What was I at
We're
19?
not, we're
I
more
was in.
hardworking at
If
19.
you insist.
Down in our own generation.
If you insist. Don't say we, say I.
Well, you know, more hardworking at 19.
At 19, I was in Lasso. I was sleeping at this time.
I'm more hardworking this stage of my life.
For real? No, I've always been hardworking. Please.
I've always been hardworking, but I'm more hardworking. That's what I said.
No, I think then at 19, what was I doing?
I've never been hardworking.
If I was
Okay,
that
let me
hard-
say
if I
that.
was if I was as hardworking at 19, I won't be working now.
What I'm
I've
saying.
always been involved in activities. Let me put it that way. Yes, always.
What I will say is that I'm allergic to manual labor.
And that's different. I'm not manual labor, brain work.
All is manual labor. If I have to think, it's manual labor. So I have never been. I'm not even hardworking as I speak.
At 19 and I was working.
I was in last two at 19.
I was working on an ice cream truck.
I actually
So I
working.
was eating free ice cream at
I was
19.
actually working. Wow, that's so
I
nice.
did. I ate it. God. And let me tell you something. You know, they say when you're working in a place, you get sick of it. Once I finish work, all the ice cream I couldn't eat, and I go to Sainsbury's and buy all of them and go home. As in, I ate so much ice cream. And I didn't even add weight. Because I didn't used to add weight. I had very fast metabolism. So I would eat and be there and tell, oh, so I can do your ice cream for you. I can tell. Was I working at the ice cream store then? Yeah. Then I moved working at the Gold Soccer Center, 5-a-side football club. Oh, that's sports related.
Yeah.
So that's how I learned how to make a top, a shandy. You know, I didn't know how
And
to
what
make
you
all
did?
these things. So they'll come to me, can I get shandy? You know, they'll just expect that you're any human being. Can I get white wine pizza? See, sometimes I'll just make anything for them.
Actually, at 19 was when I started working in school, in uni, 2002.
And now, so
Radio Nigeria. That's when I started radio. Pro bono.
Not me.
Yeah, for 3 years.
I never walk.
You never.
I say I'm allergic to manual labor. I never
You don't
walk.
work a day in your life.
I think it was in my 400 level. I decided to come to Cool FM.
Wow.
Then no 300 level. I decided to sell donuts in school.
I used to say, did you make the donuts yourself?
No, I made it from my house and I was selling it in school. But it was 300 level. I don't the growth it. It's different. 19, I was still sleeping.
What's going on?
Should I close the door?
No, please don't kill us.
You two people are not gisting with us today. Gist with us now.
They are watching
Say
us.
something. Say something. I'm giving up on
No,
you.
you're not relaxed. You
I
did
did
it.
it.
happy when I said
Ah,
that.
see,
Studio. Thanks to our YouTube fam. We make this interesting, or we make it interesting for you.
I think that's the other way around.
You're listening
On
to
this
Smooth
occasion.
Breakfast on Smooth 98.1 as a part of the show. There's Locker Room 981. There's on now. 20 minutes into the show with Tega on Nojaife.
I
Yes.
have to read this from Solomon. Solomon, we're banning you from the show. It says, Tega, you missed out group 1. Arsenal, Ifeanyimba FC, Rivers United, and Kano Pillars.
This guy, kneel down, hands up. Kneel down, hands up. That's not acceptable here.
Group I.
Was that group
Tyler,
I?
yeah, that's what I said. Group I. Tyler from Aja says this summer window just shows how money runs and ruins football. Local man grabs popcorn.
Nice one. If you'd like to share your messages, we'll have a phone call. All right. 0144899981. Good morning. What's your name and where are you calling from, please?
Good morning.
What's your name, please? All right, Kaide, go right ahead.
Okay, so I'm a UV fan,
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
and Tega,
I'm with you.
Chelsea is going to win that group. Well, okay, so UV is that sick old woman. So they called ODD for a long time. But now it's that sick old woman that is limping, and you expect her to run 100 meters now.
So you agree with me that Chelsea is winning the group?
But I'm actually happy, unlike a lot of 2018 UV fans, that people that joined because of Ronaldo. I'm actually happy he might be leaving. I told a lot of people when he came there that I think it might not be good enough for you. Like he's a good player, he stands out, but it takes away what Juve has been known for. We never had players that cost 25 goals. It was about everybody bringing something to the table. That's why for the likes of when they had the Rapanellis, the Dialis, the Torperos, they scored under 25 goals. It was more about the team play. For the past 3 years, I noticed it's just been almost all balls to Ronaldo. And so happened to Paulo Dybala. So it's just so I guess this might actually help Juve. And like you said, well, this might be a transition season for Juventus. So, but Chelsea is a pretty strong team. And anyway, like the last person that mentioned Messi said, I'm looking out for Arsenal's game. Yes, principal game. All right.
Yes.
Thank you.
Imagine you're still shading people when you're talking about your.
He started with a shade and ended with it. Kaide, thank you so much for that call.
All right, so we are still taking your calls. What's the number again, Val?
014489981.
Yes, and we're talking about the Champions League groups. What do you think? Give us a number. Give us a call on those numbers. But while we wait for your calls, let's take the next story.
Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang is and will remain an Arsenal player. The Premier League side's manager Mikel Arteta said this yesterday, Thursday. Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang is our player and he will remain here, said Arteta on Thursday's press conference. However, Arteta was not so sure what might happen if the club was to receive a huge offer for the player who signed a 3-year contract last September. In his words, I don't know. He said this when asked if the club would have to consider offers for any player. So we haven't had a situation, but probably that question is more for the technical director, EDU, and the board.
So why are you bragging on his behalf?
Yeah.
If you know that the question is not for you, but it's a huge one to be able to keep Aubameyang. And a lot of people were mocking Arsenal. Like I said, even if they won Inter-House Sports game, it will help. And they did win in their Carabao match against West Brom. They scored 5 goals, five solid goals that they can pick from. Like I said, coming on the pitch and oh, sorry.
No.
So I'm sorry. I am sorry, in-law. I am sorry, my in-law.
One goal to Arsenal is the equivalent of 5 goals.
I'm sorry, my in-law. Yes,
point.
it was 6.
Okay.
It was 6.
Yeah.
So Lacazette came on, and maybe a minute or so
Why is
later
she
he.
for Arsenal? She's
No,
not
her
now.
husband is.
Oh,
Why didn't you say I was greeting my in-law? I wasn't greeting her. So 6 goals and it begins to look like the season has come back alive, right? But they face Manchester City lunchtime this Saturday for a wake-up call. So the good news for them though is that Aubameyang played on Wednesday. Lacazette also played on Wednesday, so they would feature, or we hope that they're going to feature in this match against Manchester City. So that sets it up to be now a great match. They can't say it was Manchester City that were bullying the young boys of Arsenal. No, you now have your experienced player, you have your strikers, so no excuses. So they're going to feature for Arsenal. So it sets it up for a more interesting game. I still think it's advantage Manchester City, but Arsenal have been known to pull rabbits out of a hat before, so it's not impossible for Arsenal to come to this game and pull a stunt. However, if you are a betting man, Manchester City.
I think no.
that.
I don't know why people are. I think people just like to mock things, and I think it's a very bad quality or trait in human beings.
Yeah.
If not, why should Clement on YouTube be saying, "Please, which group is Arsenal in?"
With 2 question marks and a shiny TV emoji. Hi Clement, nice one.
Then Dam Lola says,
I feel Ronaldo is obsessed with Messi's attention. I feel so too.
"Yeah, that's what people are saying."
I think Ronaldo just really wants to move.
He needs
Yeah.
attention.
I think he really wants to move. So he's so desperate that he'd move anywhere, including Manchester City. How do you play for Manchester United and move to Manchester City?
That's the ultimate betrayal.
But then football is money, Jerry. No more club loyalty.
Last.
Ridwan says a decent draw my beloved Barcelona and will surely qualify second behind Bayern. Liverpool and Atletico group is the toughest for me. Why is Mendes hawking Ronaldo like bread? Ridwan. And let's go to your video. Chelsea midfielder wins UEFA Men's Player of the Year award. I will have a phone call before I give you the details of the story. Ooh, good morning. Yeah. Wait. Tell us your name and where you're calling from. Okay, Kaide, go ahead.
Yeah, Tega, you said Arsenal are able to pull a rabbit out of the ass. I see, believe me, this art is snake infested.
Yeah, they're eating all the rabbits.
Thank you, Kaide.
Thank you, Kaide. So that's why you called back, you see.
Yeah.
Chelsea and Italy midfielder Jorginho has been named UEFA Men's Player of the Year 2020 to 2021. He beat Blues teammate N'Golo Kante and Manchester City's Kevin De Bruyne to the top award. Thomas Tuchel took the Men's Coach of the Year award after guiding Chelsea to the Champions League. Barcelona captain Alexia Putellas claimed the Women's Player of the Year award.
Yes, so really interesting one for Chelsea and Barcelona on the women's side. The draws were done yesterday, the same time that these awards were given. It was always going to be Jorginho. He won Euros, and then he won UEFA Champions League. Who else would they nominate me? No. Kante won. Which is interesting. I think Kante won midfielder, and then their goalkeeper Mendy won. Sorry, Mendy is actually the right pronunciation. I don't know why we keep calling it Mendy. It's French, so it's Mendy.
So it's Mendy.
Yes, it's Mendy. And he won goalkeeper of the season. So Chelsea really sweeping the men's category with their coach Thomas Tuchel also winning coach of the year. In Barcelona though, they swept it completely. Player of the year for Champions League, it was Alexia Putellas. Midfielder of the year, defender of the year, goalkeeper of the year, coach of the year. They took everything home. They just striker of the year. They just carried all the awards. Striker of the year was Hermoso. Everything went to Barcelona on the women's side. Everything. So really, really tricky one for them. But congratulations to both of them. However, that Chelsea story leads me to the match that they play against Liverpool again tomorrow. So Arsenal, Manchester City starts the Premiership matches for tomorrow. Then Liverpool, Chelsea ends it. And a really tough fixture to be starting at this time of the season. But to see a Jurgen Klopp against a Thomas Tuchel in the Premiership is one thing you don't want to miss. Everybody involved. Chelsea on a high now after winning multiple trophies coming into the start of the season and continuing in that vein. And also getting Lukaku, who is a good striker that adds to the game, not just in goals but also in assists and in the build-up play. Fantastic get for them to have. You compare that with the Liverpool team that have always had some semblance of completeness since they won the Champions League 2 seasons ago. So I can't wait to see both teams have their plates full. Their full plethora of star players, so we get to enjoy that. But I want to see the mix in styles, Liverpool with their flair and Chelsea with their pragmatism. I want to see how they clash, who will come out tops. I can't give it, unlike the Manchester City Arsenal. I'm not taking it. I'm not putting my bets anywhere. It's 50-50. It can swing either way.
Yes.
You determine where you want your own to swing to. I think I'm just going to be watching Chelsea Liverpool for the brilliance, because I don't think I can give it to anybody up front.
So Manchester City's defender Benjamin Mendy was charged by the Cheshire Constabulary with 4 counts of rape and 1 count of sexual assault yesterday, with the Premier League club suspending the Frenchman pending an investigation.
Okay, so here is his story. I remember one time the conversation leaked out and he was calling a concierge about exotic
That's it, yes.
That's the word.
Yes.
Exotic services. And now we hear these counts took place over 2020 and 2021. I would say this for everybody that wants to draw their conclusions: do not. Innocent till proven guilty. So it's a case that's in court. Let them try it out, and when they come out with the judgment, we move on from there. But I don't think anybody should start making judgment about who he is and what he has done. But what it seems like though is that this suspect, his football is definitely on break until that case is over.
As should be.
That should be.
Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you for your participation, for your messages, for your calls. Thank you, Tega. As always, been fantastic with your analysis. Follow the sports analysis and all the progress she's made with the ladies in sports at LIS International. Website www.ladiesinsport.com. Follow Ayo at Ayo Myra SA.
And follow Valentine at Valentine Ohu.
This is Smooth's Breakfast.
The sporting world never loses its action because the game never changes. Only the play.